Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You do. You are knowing what you are wanting?
Yes.
Are you enjoying the expansion of your desire? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. Do I love contrast? Oh, give me all of it that I can stand. You like focusing?
Yes.
That's really what your thought process is about, isn't it? It's the focusing of energy, which is really the molding of the creative clay, yes? The variety that surrounds you is what helps you to determine your personal preferences. Do you think there is value in your personal preferences? Do you think it matters what you think? And do you think that as the variety surrounds you, that what you think comes into focus because of the variety? In other words, could you come to any clear personal conclusions about what you prefer? Could you make a decision if there weren't choices? And can you tell by the way you feel which choices appeal to you most? And do you know why you have a feeling response? Do you know why some things feel like a good idea and some things feel like not such a good idea? Do you know why red flags go up when you hear certain people say certain things? Or do you know why you feel uneasy when you come across some thoughts while you feel open and exhilarated when you come across others? Do you understand why? Why you have these feeling responses? It's all part of your awareness of how you're molding the clay. But do you understand what the emotional process, what is that guidance? It is guidance. What's that guidance that emotions are giving to you? What's it all about? What's being compared to what? Why do some things feel not good and some things feel good? Is it simply because your selfish nature is being satisfied with some and you're being put out with others? That's not it. How does anyone make a decision about anything? We don't know. We're going home. Well, the reason that we start here in this sort of strong, quizzical place is because we think it is of value for you. And the sooner you get to this place of understanding what your guidance system is about, then the more effectively you can use your guidance system, yes? You are more than you see here in these physical bodies. But what you see here matters. It's important. It's important to you, and it's important to all of us. Because you are the leading edge of creation. Most of you are too modest to accept that. Most of you, in your not getting precisely what you're wanting, or in your sometimes not feeling so good, make an assumption that is not accurate. You assume that there's something much more important than you moving around in the universe that you're striving to accomplish, but that's not true. You are leading edge creators, and what's surrounding you and causing you to come to personal conclusions is a big deal. It matters a lot. It's why you come forth. It's why you are willing to focus consciousness into this time-space reality. And we always like to add the words leading edge time-space reality. And the reason that we want you to feel appreciation for your part in this leading edge creation is because you are out here exploring variety and coming to personal conclusions and weighing whether you know that you're doing it or not, whether it's happening consciously or unconsciously. You are weighing this new decision that you have come to against the for sure solid source-based conclusions that you've come to before. It's like moving forward and finding a basis or a platform that is accurate, that is law-based, that works, that is love-based, and then evaluating the new things that come to you against that standard. And when you pay attention a little bit, you'll begin to understand that to a person, you are loved and adored. by that non-physical energy who is aware of you. And if you will stop applying your varied and bogus version of grief and unworthiness and hatred and any of those emotions that you've picked up along your physical trail from your attention to unwanted things, you will allow yourself that what often feels too subtle for those like you and Esther, but eventually becomes the richness and the fullness of this non-physical energy that is juncturing with you in your now, 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 in your now. You are not alone, and you never have been. And you're not on your own, and you never have been. You are supported, and we use that word carefully because we are wanting you to understand that it's not support that's coming to you out of your need. It is support that is coming to you out of your desire. But in your need, you deprive yourself of it. And in your alignment, you allow it. And it's the thing that humans have been complaining about nearly from the beginning of time, and certainly from the beginning of their beginning to understand the way they connect into non-physical. Because it feels wrong to you. It feels like it's not your human nature. It is the nature of the beast that you watch, but it doesn't seem to be the human nature. You've trained it out of yourselves, and you would be well to let it go. And it goes like this. I support those who are in need, and I train them to be needy in order to get support. But then the only support they can get is from the physical experience. They deprive themselves of the true grid, you see. There's plenty who will come to support you in your neediness. And you can beat the drum of your neediness, and there will be many who will be there. And they will feel virtuous and valiant in their offering to you their support. But the support that you're really looking for is the support that comes from inside the vortex. And it comes to you when you finally accept the perfection of your being, the juncture of the physical and the non-physical, the eternalness of your being, the never-endedness of that which is you, the love of that which is source. And it's ever, ever, ever offering to you. But you got to receive the love. You got to let it in. You've got to find a way of being a vibrational match to it. And for many of you, you're probably going to hurt really bad until you can't stand to hurt before you do that. But you don't need to let it get to that point. You can let it in anytime you decide to. You just got to find the willingness to do that. You have an emotional feedback that's letting you know right here, right now, based upon what you're thinking, what you're giving your attention to, what's activated within you. What is the activation of me right now in my physical body in relationship to the huge activation of who I am, the whole activation of who I am, the ongoing activation of who I am, the source energy activation of who I am, the God force activation of who I am, the true me and who I have become through all that I've lived. I wasn't before I came into this body, but it became more as a result of me being in that body, that leading edge, furthest, most expanded version of source energy me. I'm getting feedback right here, right now. So when I focus upon something and I say, I really don't like that, in my awareness that I don't like it, I am sending a rocket of what I do like, and that rocket is received by the larger part of me. Some time ago, we wrote a book. Best title ever given to a book, Ask and It Is Given, because it speaks so clearly to how it works for you. When life causes you to know what you don't want, it causes you to ask for what you do want. And when you ask, it's given. It's given in its vibrational fullness. And you have emotional feedback that lets you know it has been given. And if you're feeling positive emotion in the moment, then it means to you it has been given and you're up to speed with it, and the manifestation of it is soon on the hills. But if it has been given, and it has, and you're feeling negative emotion about it, that means it has been given, but you are for now, based upon your pattern of thought, based upon your habit of thought, based upon the beliefs that you have worked so hard to maintain and hold. That feeling that you hold means that it's been given, but you're not letting it in. You're not letting yourself be the vibrational match to it. So negative emotion, in very clear terms, we'll give you a quotable quote here, is Awareness of self-deprivation. This negative emotion that I feel right now is my indicator that I'm depriving myself of something important to me. The reason it's important is because I've become more. I have become more, and I'm depriving myself of it. Now, in complete fairness and disclosure to you, our leading edge friends, if you were not willing to expose yourself to situations where the contrast becomes vivid, you would not send those rockets, and we would not have the expansion that we all enjoy as a result of what you're carving out. So if we can just convince you that we are all in this together, and that as you explore, that the knowing what you don't want is as important a part of the process as our then knowing what you do want. And that as we work together in a team-like fashion, with you carving it out and us knowing what matters and staying true to the vibration of the discretion that you have honed, as we become completely focused upon your expanded part, your newest idea, your newest conclusion, the evolution of all species is about exactly this. As we hold true to that, meaning we don't deviate from it, then you can feel for sure your vibrational relationship to your new expansion. We just want to express the jubilation that we are all feeling about this leading edge conversation and the importance that it is to us, whether you all get anything out of it or not. And of course you are, yes. So every morning as Jerry is writing with Esther is writing, she tells him about her day, and then she laughs and says, I don't know why I'm telling you about my day, if in fact you're actually running around with me. But it helps me to focus in what I want to talk to you about. So she'll sort of write some notes about what happened and what she was feeling about it. And she thought this will be a really good book. It's 125,000 words, which is about a book and a half now, of me saying I miss you and him saying I'm here. In other words, at some point, it needs to morph into a different dialogue than that. You see. And so on this one particular morning, she'd written how she was missing him. And what he wrote back was, I will look for as many opportunities today as I can find to let you know how much I am loving you. Yeah. So she is still not feeling that good. She is still invested in the grief of her moment and not enjoying but finding plenty of sympathy from those who are around her. And now Tracy and Esther are in the car, and they're going from daughter Tracy's house out to Jerry and Esther's house. And Tracy suddenly is so thirsty that she cannot survive the 8 miles of distance. It is a sort of, I will die if I don't get liquid moment. Irrational. And so Esther looks for a place that they can stop, and stops at a place she has never been before and probably will never go again. It's Chick-fil-A. And as she's driving through the drive-thru, there is a double drive-thru which she had never seen. And as she looks over at the car, through her tears, the back window in letters this big said love, and the front window said you. Now, Jerry didn't actually shoe polish that window, but he knew where it was, and he knew where Esther was, and he knew the influence that he could offer, and he offered a powerful thought from his vortex grid, which is powerful, and his power of influence is mighty, and circumstances and events and all cooperative components fell into place, and Esther got the message and knew it was from him. They got their drinks. They drove 8 miles. They pulled in the gate, and then in the other gate, and then in the garage. And as they're getting out of the garage, Esther notices a box that has just been delivered. Just came by Federal Express. She opens it, and there are 8 gigantic cups that say, Big Love. Now, the cups were in motion. Her friend had already sent them. But the orchestration of the timing, you have to understand, the orchestration of the timing is about